Bronya.
And she's Sammie.
Hello.
And welcome to
the business of cake making.
Who are we?
Who are we?
Oh, I have no idea who we are now. Oh, how are you?
I'm very good, thank you. I've had a very busy week, as normal.
Oh, yes.
I went out last night.
We're recording this on a completely different day than we normally record it, so we're all out of work.
Yeah, I've been to the vets. I went out last night. I went to see a piano concerto.
Oh, you went, ow.
Out.
Get you.
It was very, very nice. I
Cultured.
cried. It was so beautiful. It was violins. It was modern, though, so they had
Where was that?
At the Turner Sims in Southampton.
Oh, I don't even know where that is now.
It's up on the university campus.
Oh, okay. Oh, nice.
So, yeah, it's a bit of culture for me. It really
Who are you?
relaxed me.
I'm sorry. I'm sure I said this is Sammie. Clearly not.
Not a gig. Bit of piano concerto. I even went up and met the lady who was playing afterwards.
Did you?
Yeah, I was like, oh, you were so good. You made me cry.
I bet she's got amazing hands. I bet they're all like
I didn't
svelte.
look at her hands. I was looking at her because I was like, wow. Because she knew it all off by heart, mind you. She'd written everything, so.
Oh, yeah. Where I work, we have a guy that comes in every Friday and practices the piano, and he's blind.
Oh, yes, you've told me about him.
And he's incredible.
Oh, it's amazing.
He's just amazing.
And it's so nice to listen to, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's lovely because we're just like packing up and getting ready to leave on a Friday afternoon, and there he is playing away, and it's just finishes the week off. Lovely. And he always brings his guide dog in, Gareth.
Even better.
Gareth the guide dog. Gaz. Love it. Love Gaz. Oh. Yes. Right. So, we have gone.
I always talk about me. It's all about me. But did you have a good week?
I had a bit of a day yesterday.
Yeah,
I had a bit of a day yesterday. It was like all the crazies were out yesterday. I swear it was a full moon, and it wasn't. It's only a mere slither.
Yeah.
I dread to think what it's going to be like by the time it's full. I'm okay. I'm okay. The sun's shining, or has been shining.
Yeah.
Our driveway is finished. Our wall is finished. Life is okay. We're getting a log burner installed in a couple of weeks, so expect a heat wave.
I can't wait to come and stay.
Oh, yeah. We're just going to light it, even though it is like 90 degrees out there.
I would. Open the windows.
Yeah. Let all the smoke in.
Yeah.
But yes, everything's good. So a couple of little bits and pieces. Firstly, Patreon.
Yes.
We're going to talk about Patreon at the beginning of the episode this time. If you are missing product of the week or top tip, they're all over on Patreon now.
Product of the week. Top tips.
So just in case you're missing Sammie singing, we are still doing them every single week, and they are over on Patreon, which is patreon.com/the Business of Cake Making Podcast. £5 per month will get you all of those and other stuff as well. Yeah. So, come over. And you can still listen. You don't have to... You can still listen wherever you listen to your podcasts. You don't have to listen to it on Patreon, because I don't want people thinking, oh, I've got to listen to it through Patreon. You don't. You can link Patreon up to like Spotify and things like that, and listen to it.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Mrs. Yeah. So you can do that.
Wonderful.
And also, I would also like to put a little plug in for my new thing that I'm doing called the Baking Club.
Oh, tell me, what is all this about?
So, at the end of the month, the Baking Club is going to launch on my own website.
Oh, wow.
I've done tech stuff. It's hurt my head.
I bet it has.
Really hurt.
And you said you'd had quite a quiet week, relatively.
Well, yeah, but it is quite, it's just like, just sitting there going, my head hurts.
Yeah, I can totally understand that.
Yeah, so it will have weekly recipes.
Yeah.
It will have hints and tips. I'm trying to work out how I can have a little community. It might be on a Facebook group. It might be somehow on Instagram. I'm not sure yet how that will happen. But I want it to be a place where people can come and not be lonely in their kitchen, and pick up hints and tips and bits and pieces and recipes and chat about stuff like that.
Yeah.
So if you go to my Instagram, I know, I'll put it in the show notes. There's a wait list. I'll put it in the show notes. You
can put it in the show notes if you want to. Clickety-clack.
I will put it in the show notes. There is a link. There'll be a link to the wait list. Get on the wait list. No obligation. It's not going to be a lot of money. It'll be £10, £12, if that, a month. And I will keep you up to date by email if you join the wait list.
Yeah. I'm cancelling my Netflix account.
What, and joining the baking club instead?
I think so, yeah. They've just put their prices up and I'm like, I'm not paying that. I don't watch it enough.
Oh, I watch Netflix all the time.
No, I'm watching Mad Men, and once I've finished that...
I've been watching Victoria.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you like that sort of thing, don't you?
Yeah.
I do, but I
like a bit of costume drama every now and then. It's quite nice. It's getting to a point that I'm getting bored with it now because they're all beating up the public and it just feels like life right now. But there you go. You were before we started recording, Sammie started talking about waffles, and I'm like, no, we need to save this. We need to save this to talk on the podcast.
As you may know, I'm going to be branching out and starting a food van business, and I've found a potential food horse box, which I wasn't going to do.
You said you weren't going to do a horse box.
I know, I wasn't going to do it, but my friend's got one, and I went and visited it. I can't remember what I visited it at the weekend.
Yeah,
and it was bloody amazing.
Excellent.
And I won't have to sell my car and buy a new van because I love my car. I can get a tow bar. I can tow this horse box.
And horse boxes aren't heavy, are they?
No.
So can your car pull a...
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Excellent.
It'll be fine. Fine and dandy.
Excellent.
And I've just waiting for my money to come through, and then it's so close. It's so close. Soon in my bank. It's TBC. Then I've written all my lists. I've done my business plan. Blah blah blah. I'm working on menus, but what we were talking about earlier was waffles.
We were talking about losing weight. Sammie has lost weight recently, but she says she's just about to put it all back on.
Yeah, because this weekend I've got a variety of recipes that I want to try out. Some of them really old, from my old recipe books, like 100 years old recipe books. So I want to try them out, but I did have a waffle machine. I'm shooting myself in the foot because I gave it away. Oh. And now I'm
always the way.
So I'm going to have to buy a new one, and I'm going to do some trial runs. I've got my friend's little girl over this weekend.
I was going to say, are you having a waffle party to do this?
Yeah. with a 5-year-old, so she's going to love it. And
and then you send her home when you filled her with sugar.
Well, she's staying the night, so I've got to balance it out.
Yeah,
but we can also have waffles for breakfast as well.
Yeah, but also with a child, they will give you the absolute truth, won't they?
Yeah, and she will. Yeah. But I also want to do crumpets as well. So I've been looking into whether I should just buy a griddle plate and just do because I want to do fresh.
Are you going to
crumpets.
make your own crumpets?
I think so.
Ooh.
But it's all trial and error and everything. And I've been looking at what cakes and bakes to make as well. Because I've got a very dear friend who's got motor neurone disease, Jill, and she used to cook all the time, bake. Used to turn up and there'd be a little plastic margarine box on your doorstep, and you'd be like, what's in there? And there'd be like 2 cupcakes or some biscuits and stuff. So her recipe that my kids grew up with was jam thumbprints, which is like a little round biscuit with jam in the middle. So I'm going to dedicate one to her called Jill's Jam Thumbprints.
Nice.
So I've got to trial run those, blah, blah, blah. So that's where I am at this weekend. So this weekend, come Monday, I'm going to be like a little round
let's ask Sammie next week how much weight she's lost.
Yeah. So, yeah.
But that's exciting because it's like, it's invigorating and new things.
Oh, definitely. Because I've been in kind of a slump recently because I didn't know whether I was going to get my money or not, but I am. So, and I've written my equipment list and
have you found a horse box, or are you looking for a horse box?
I have found one.
Right.
But it's in London, which is fine. So I'd have to get a tow bar and everything.
Yeah.
But it's a little bit higher than I want to pay. So I'm just going to go with the flow because I wait till I get my money and then I can start bid war. But I nearly bought a caravan. But luckily I've been very, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to run too fast, which is what I would normally do. Yeah. I'm just thinking things through, working out costs and stuff. And I've messaged the guy and I went, no, thank you very much. It's not for me, which is it's hard for me because normally I see it and I'm like, I love this, I want it. So, slowly, quickly.
Yeah, it'll be good. It's going to be exciting.
It is.
I want to come and help in your horse box.
Yeah, we're going to have uniforms and everything.
I've seen that. I follow an account in America called Daily Grace Bread.
Oh, I think yes.
I think she's called Daily Grace or something like that. Anyway, but she has got a horse trailer. She calls it horse trailer or trailer. She's got a really strange accent.
Yeah.
So she's got a horse trailer, and she started doing it herself, like spray. I think it was like really knackered. Yeah. And she started spraying it everything herself. And then I think she got to the point on the outside, she's like, I don't want to do this on my own anymore. So she sent it off and it's come back, and now she's doing the inside, and she's completely gutted it and done it.
Yeah.
And she sprayed it all out, and she's put in like cabinets and everything inside, and it's really nice to watch it like develop.
Because the ones that I'd previously looked at were smaller, so I've seen this one and it's bigger. You can fit 3 people in it.
Oh, so, what was that one that Molly Robbins had? Because that was like, she had 3 or 4 people in that, didn't she?
She did. I can't remember what that one was like.
It was like, I can't remember. Pale blue, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And she'd had a few people, but she didn't.
Was it a van though?
No, it was a horse box.
And she said
that, she said it was a very specific, it was like a proper vintage one. It was very specific.
Yeah. It was very nice. But the thing about the one that I've been looking at, it's got a hatch, but it's also got a ramp to the side, so people you can take people's orders and then they can go around to the side and wait to collect their order. Which I quite like the idea of.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah. Well, I'm excited for you.
Thank you. So am I.
Right, we're also going to very quickly give a shout out, and I'm really sorry if I pronounce this wrong. I don't really. Oh, Sweden. She's from Sweden. Right. So,
but I thought you did it really well just now when we were practicing.
But do either of us actually know how this is said?
No.
But she's from Sweden. She's called Joanna Lind and Tartstudien Umje. I'm sorry if I've said it wrong, Joanna. I'm really sorry. So she has tagged us today on Instagram, on her stories, as one of her list of podcasts that she listens to. And she's tagged us up against podcasts like Sweet Bobby and Stalked, which are both on the BBC. So we're really flattered. Yeah. We're really flattered.
Big time.
Yeah.
Big time.
Thank you, Joanna.
Like massively.
I mean, and Sweet Bobby is one of my favourite ever podcasts, and I'm just in the middle of listening to Stalked. So, yeah, absolutely, 100%.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for that. Right, what are we talking about today? Should we get on with today's?
Yes. So it's a very thing. It's a thing dear to our hearts, women.
It's a very thing. It's a really thing.
It's a
right?
thingy. It's a thingy thing. What is it? It's International Women's Day.
It's International Women's Day.
So on the 8th. It's the 8th of March it's on, isn't it?
Yeah, so by the time this comes out on Monday, it would have been on Saturday.
Yes. So there is an International Man's Day as well, so we're not leaving any men out.
But we won't be doing a podcast on that.
But I know there are some lovely listeners who
there are some lovely men in the world, but we're not talking about you.
Yeah, not today. Not today. So we're going to talk. What we've done is we've gone through and we've chosen some people, or in the bake world, that have been quite inspirational. They've maybe had a hard story, or they've done something that's a little bit different. So we're going to be talking about them today. And then I've got some quotes.
Sammie's done so... I mean, I did a little bit of research. She's got notes with things written in the margin.
I've got how many pages today? 1, 2, 3, 4 pages.
Oh my God, I've got 1 3/4.
Well, it was me who thought of it, so I thought I'd better go balls deep.
Yeah, I know. But that's like, you've done proper.
Yeah.
I feel insignificant and inadequate.
No, yours is all up here. If I don't write it down, I go, I know, I just go blank. So, shall I start?
Yeah, go on, you start. Because you've got loads more than I have.
Have you done Patreon? You have done Patreon.
I've done Patreon.
You've done your bake club. We're all up to date.
We're all up to date with all other news. We can get straight on and talk about women.
I'm going to adjust my headphones because my fringe keeps flicking forward.
If anyone didn't listen to the last episode, please do, and please listen to the very, very end. Past all the credits and all the music.
Yeah.
Because Sammie and I had hysterics.
Yeah.
Because she looked like she was David Bowie in Labyrinth.
Yeah, I did.
So just go back and listen to that last.
I was his twin.
Right, go on then.
Okay.
Women.
So, most of you will know this lady because she became famous after winning Great British Bake Off. And
can I say, actually, when you Google influential women in baking, right, most of the people that are online are from the Bake Off. So
really?
They're all, because I kept Googling influential women, and seeing who it was coming up with. And a lot of people they mention are people that have come up from the Bake Off. And I think that's really interesting because these are people that are normal. Yeah. I don't want to say normal, but you know what I mean? They've come from nowhere and they've do you know what I mean? They're just regular people with regular jobs and regular lives, and they've got onto the Bake Off and then they've become influential. And I thought that was quite interesting.
Yeah, that is. Yeah. I didn't notice that because I knew who I was going to pick.
Okay.
So, apart from the second one. But anyway. Anywho,
go on.
So this is Nadiya Hussain. She was born in 1984 on Christmas Day, which I thought was very interesting.
Yeah.
So she won Great British Bake Off in 2015, which is 10 years ago.
Oh, don't. That's just terrifying, isn't it?
And she's known for her innovative bakes and many, many other things.
Yeah.
So she actually suffers from panic disorder, which I didn't know.
Right.
So she started baking as a distraction, but she eventually fell in love with it. And she overcame an early lack of confidence and repeated failures in the technical challenges in Great British Bake Off to go on and win. Yeah. And it was her husband who actually put her forward for Great British Bake Off because she was like, oh no, I can never do this. And knowing what she was like, put her forward, which was fantastic. Go husband. And she found that baking really helped her when she was sad or anxious. You'll always see her on TV. You see her all the time. Presenting.
She's been on things like Loose Women as well, isn't she?
Yeah. She's been on programmes called Time to Eat, Saturday Morning Kitchen. Oh, I love her on that. Nadiya's Family Favourites, Nadiya's Kitchen. She's done a, I can't read my writing. Travel logs. I keep thinking it says travel guru, but I've gone travel gurus. So she's done travel logs.
Didn't she do a programme about Yes,
she did, which was really good. I enjoyed it, and she did cooking in it as well. She's been on the cover of Prima magazine, and they did a whole spread on her in January 2025. So she is just knocking.
And she is beautiful as well. I mean, not only is she all that, but she is beautiful
as well. She's
nice
inside as well. You can see it coming through.
And didn't she make a cake for the Queen as well?
Yes, she did. She did. Yeah. And lots of people were horrible about it, which I remember.
Why?
But they can fuck off.
Yeah. Why would she be horrible?
Yeah.
Oh, what's wrong with people?
Yeah.
People are horrible.
But did you know this? She's written 3 novels, okay, about 4 sisters called the Amir sisters. Hang on, I've put on different glasses tonight and I can't read my writing.
You went and got those glasses specially as well.
Yeah, I did. She's written loads of cookbooks.
How many children has she got? How does she find the time for this?
I know. I think she's only got 2 kids. I'm pretty sure she's only got 2.
2 more than me. How does she find the time?
Yeah. And she cooks, and they sit down all the time and eat. They're proper family. Okay, she's done storybooks for children called Nadiya's Bake Me a Story, and she has written a picture book called My Monsters and Me.
Wow.
Okay, but I'm going to talk about a couple of her other cookbooks later on down. So this is a quote from her. Sorry, I'm going to belch. And a mouthful of stew. Cut that bit out, please.
No, I'm leaving that in.
Okay, so this is a quote from Nadiya. I have never conquered my panic, but I will never... Hang on. So I'll start again. I have never conquered my panic, but I never will. What I have done is fight for it every day. With a left hook here and a jab there, I have accomplished so much more than I ever imagined.
Wow.
So, and this is coming from somebody with panic disorder.
I think if you can go back and watch, because she was a Channel 4, wasn't she?
Yeah.
Was she Channel 4?
Oh,
so you can go back.
I don't know.
I think you can go back and watch it. And I remember when she won, she was genuinely gobsmacked.
Yeah, she didn't expect to win. It was just such a beautiful moment.
Yeah.
Really was.
Yeah.
I can see it now in that sunny garden.
Yeah. Yeah. She was quite overwhelmed, wasn't she? Yeah.
She also has 2. She's only just recently been diagnosed. She's got 2 autoneurone diseases. I don't know exactly which ones.
Right.
But she's been, she's quite poorly.
Yeah.
You can listen to her on hashtag BBC Sound Saturday Live. Cause she was,
okay.
I think she did a podcast or something on there recently. She also has a monthly column in the Saturday Times.
God.
I mean, how's she fit it all in? There's that belch. But her most recent books are Nadiya's Simple Spices. So these aren't baking per se.
Yeah.
But still linked to this incredible woman who I'm in awe of. I love her. I watch a lot of her stuff.
Yeah.
And her latest book is called Ruza, and it Discover the Culinary Magic of Ramadan, a heartfelt tribute to the holy months of Muslim cuisine.
Because we're currently in Ramadan, aren't we?
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. So, so I follow her on Instagram, and I don't. As you know, I don't really go.
You
on
don't do
Instagram.
social media.
No.
Yeah.
But I saw a post where she was going. She put the book out, and she lost loads of followers because she's talking about.
Because it was Ramadan.
Ramadan, and it's Muslim. People are horrible, aren't they?
What's wrong with people?
Yeah. So she was talking about that, and she was like, I don't care if you want to go, you go.
Yeah.
I just want people here who want to learn and who, you can go and watch that video on Instagram, actually. It's a very good video.
What is wrong with people? People are just idiots.
So that is Nadiya. I think she's an amazing woman.
Yeah.
She's achieved so much, and I can see she's just going to be a fixture of the telly, hopefully for a long time.
I think that's why the Bake Off has produced these people, is because these people have got talent.
Yeah.
Then it's not like they're people that are wanting to be celebrities.
Yeah.
These are people on things like the Bake Off that have got a talent. They can bake.
And they're genuine. Yeah, they're genuine.
And I think whenever you watch Nadiya, is you can see she just wants people to be able to
And she
learn
loves
like
it.
she does. Yeah.
And she does it in a family setting, and I just love it.
It's relatable, completely relatable.
So I actually haven't got any of her cookbooks, but I do follow her recipes.
Yeah.
And I have used her recipes and everything. So that sounds rubbish, doesn't it? I haven't got any of her recipes, cookbooks. But I do use her recipes. So I think she's brilliant. And I just love watching her on telly. She's really soothing. It's always calm. And I envisage, I know it probably isn't because it's a family and family life is quite hard, but I always see her household as calm and her husband's just 100% behind her, and idyllic. So
nice.
Go, Nadiya Hussain.
Nice. Well, it's funny because my first person, she also started baking because she had mental health problems.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So this is a lady, well, I say lady, she's 19, 20 years old, right, called Kitty Tait.
Yeah.
Tait. And she's got a company called the Orange Bakery. Yeah. And she left school when she was 14 years old.
Oh, wow.
Due to high anxiety and mental health issues. And her mum was saying that, I think it was her mum. I read a couple of interviews with her, and she was like, when you watch her on Instagram, she's really happy, she's really cheery, but apparently she became very withdrawn and lost a lot of focus, and she actually dropped out of school at 14 years old. So she started baking as therapy, and it kind of completely took over. And then it got to a point, obviously, that there was too much bread, because she was making bread. She's like a yeast baker. She was making bread, and she made too much bread for her family to consume. So then she would cycle around the village that she lives in.
Oh, how lovely.
Handing out fresh bread to people. And then her family wanted to encourage this, because this was obviously healing her and this was really good for her. So her family actually bought some deck ovens, the wall of ovens, the big, so they bought some deck ovens, and her dad started baking together. And selling them at like pop-ups. Would do like pop-ups in like markets and things like that. And then they did her and her dad did a crowdfunder. Her dad is called Alex, so Alex Tait. Her and her dad did a crowdfunder to get premises. So they've now got a bakery. Her and her dad have now got a bakery that they run together. She does most of the baking and he does kind of all the other stuff. Yeah. And she's got this little blue van with the orange bakery on the side. And she goes out and delivers out of the van. And I think her bakery, I could be wrong, but I think her bakery, it's like an old building. I think it used to be like an old scout hut or something. Yeah. And it's got like an outside area, and her dad will do a pop-up from the outside area and sell the bakes. She goes to markets and all this sort of stuff. And so I was reading an interview on, I think it was The Guardian. Was it The Guardian? Did I write that down? Yeah, The Guardian in 2022, and she was 17 then in 2022. And she was being interviewed by The Guardian.
That's pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
Then she did a little dance.
Yeah. But she starts off, all her Instagram posts, she starts off with gluten morning.
I think I've seen her.
She's lovely. She's such this lovely girl. And then, so she's also got a shop with like products with gluten morning written on and a rainbow. She's got a Substack, so she does a weekly recipe on Substack, glutenmorning.substack. And then on top of that, so she's got all her own business. On top of that, she decided she wanted to help other people. So she does something called Kitty's Kits, which are like pre-mix bread kits, so they're like, like bags of pre-mixed bread. And so this is a non-profit that she does called Breaducating Britain.
Fantastic.
And these kits, so you can buy these kits. So they've got like 30 or 40 different retail outlets you can buy them from. But the aim for her is that she raises money and she sends them to schools and community hubs and food hubs and prisons, so other people can learn to bake and get the joy of baking. And I just think that's amazing. So she'll have she'll show these pictures of pallets full of these bread kits going out to places like schools and prisons and things, so other people can bake. She's only like 19, 20 years old.
That's phenomenal, isn't it?
Yeah. And then on top of that, her and her dad have a book. Mm-hmm. called Bread Song, How Baking Changed Our Lives. So and I don't have it, but I'm going to get it. It's a cookbook, but it's also like a memoir of how they got into it and how it's changed their lives and how it's changed their lives together. Because he was saying that, they've had financial difficulties because of this. They've had to set up businesses. They've had to learn how to run the business. Yeah. But they've done it. She's done it. They've done it all together. Her and him have done it together. And it's been a way to check, because she was very obsessive at one point. She said that at one point she would eat like a bag of carrots a day because she just got obsessed by carrots. Yeah. And she turned orange because she ate so many carrots. Yeah. So this was a way of channeling her obsessive nature into something that was better and good for her.
Yeah, more productive.
Yeah, yeah. So it's a way to like rebuild herself and deal with her mental health issues.
That's fantastic.
And she's amazing. And she's like this really like breath of fresh air, and she's really sunny. So if you want to follow her, she's actually got 4 different Instagram accounts. She's got Kitty Tait Baker, so at Kitty Tait Baker. If you want to follow her bakery, it's at _Orange Bakery. If you want to look at the whole Breaducating Britain, it's at Breaducating_Britain or at kitties.kits. Or glutenmorning.shop if you want to go and buy one of her lovely, lovely aprons. So, and she lives in Watlington. And if you want to buy their book, it's currently on special offer, £17 on Amazon. And that's why I'm going to buy it, because it's on special offer as well, which is always a bonus. So, it's just really like, and I think it's one of those, she started it to heal herself.
Yeah, and she has.
Yeah, to deal with it.
She carries on with it.
Yeah, she's done it to like start to heal herself, and then she's doing. It's not just the fact that she's done it and gone, I'm doing really good. It's
let's help other people.
Yeah, how lovely is that?
I love it.
Yeah, go follow her. Kitty Tait.
Kitty Tait.
Kitty Tait. Tait. Kitty Tait.
Oh, I just spelled it Tate.
Yeah,
so it's
Tait. Yeah. Oh, hold on a second. Oh, I've unplugged my computer. Hold on. Hold on.
Oh!
My battery's running low. I know how it feels.
I'm normally the one who does this.
Sorry. It's because I moved my computer earlier and it pinged it out. Yeah. There you go. That's better.
Yeah. Hi.
Oh, look, you're all clearer now as well. The mists have cleared. Right, okay, who's next on your list?
Okay, so I'm going to do a quote.
Oh!
These are just quotes I saw and I thought, that appeals to me.
Yeah.
A woman who knows what she brings to the table is not afraid to eat alone.
Oh! Juicy!
Okay, so, sorry, I'm going to go to... So this, I was blown away by this. Right. Oh my God. I pushed a button. I'm just going to cancel that. Put it down gently. Okay, so this bakery blew my mind. Okay. Right. It's called Luminary Bakery. It's based in... It started in London, but it's based in Stoke Newington, which is up north somewhere.
London. That is
London.
Is it?
Yeah. I thought it was up north.
Stoke Newington's like East London.
Oh, wow, that's north for me, because I live in the lowest part of the country. So Stoke Newington, Hackney and Camden.
Yeah, so that's, all like north East London.
Yeah, and you can also buy the products online and a few independent stores. So what this is... a woman called Alice Williams is the founder, and what she's doing is it's been going for 10 years. It's an award-winning social enterprise empowering London's most disadvantaged women to thrive.
Wow.
So their mission is to empower women who have experienced homelessness, domestic abuse, violence or sexual exploitation, offering them the chance to rebuild their lives through training, employment and community support. It's absolutely fantastic. Their mission is to help women find their strength, embrace their ambition and gain skills they need to thrive and to survive. really. So they offer hands-on baking courses to hands-on baking sports. They offer hands-on baking courses to work experience in their cafe and paid employment within the bakery as well.
Wow.
Luminary is designed to be holistically support women as they work towards independence and brighter futures. And I'm pretty sure the statistic that I saw was 84% of the women that they have employed or helped or given training to have gone on and been able to use this to further make their lives much better than they have been. So it started with friends, and Alice, meeting women locally who were experiencing all types of disadvantages. They started doing small workshops and going on to sell the products they made. So when you go on their website, it's absolutely fantastic. They do cakes, weddings, birthday cakes, all sort of stuff like that. So it's not just bake, it's not just like a little shop. It's pretty, intense. They also have vacancies for artisan bakers, baristas, delivery drivers, and there's a waiting list for these jobs, because I think these people that they're employing are the people that they're using to help train the women, and there's actually a waiting list of women who want to join Luminary Bakery. And they do things like they're getting qualified, they're taking exams and stuff like that.
I suppose it just gives you confidence, and if you're working in an environment where other people are learning at the same level as you, or have been there where you are, it's like that relatability thing, isn't it?
Oh, definitely. So Luminary is a registered charity and a business as well, and together they work in harmony to create sustainable change. So Luminary, it's on Instagram if you want to check it out, which I think is brilliant. Luminary Bakery is what it's called on Instagram.
What we'll do is we'll put all links for everyone that we're talking about. We'll put links on the show notes. So wherever you're listening to your podcast, go onto the show notes and there'll be links to Instagram, or if you've got their websites, we'll link them to websites as well.
I think you can also make donations to Luminary if you
I suppose
if
it's a charity, they will they will accept
definitely
donations.
There were links on there. So Luminary isn't just a bakery, it's a launch pad for change.
That's nice.
Yeah.
And baking, it is healing, isn't it? Do you know what? I had a really, really shit day at work yesterday, and I came home and went, I'm going to the kitchen to bake. Because it is. It's like, it's soothing, it's therapeutic. It makes you think about just one thing.
Yeah.
Which I think calms the whole brain and body. And
if you're in a safe environment as well. So like these women, it's not very nice what they've gone through. They know they can go there and be safe and
and other women there have been in their position and understand what they're going through,
and they can see what they can achieve. So I thought this was just so cool. It was exactly the sort of thing I wanted to pop up on my search for amazing women.
Right, so my next one is complete contrast to anything else that we've been talking about, but I think this lady is wonderful. She not only is she lovely, but she's wonderful, and what she has achieved blows my mind, considering how young she is. And I'll talk about Molly Robbins, and we've met her several times. Several times.
Love her.
Yeah. Last time she gave us champagne. You know what? But yeah, the reason so Molly started off, she's been making cakes for a long time. She started off as a special effects makeup artist. But then she went over to making cakes. She's been making cakes for a long time. Then she was on Extreme Cake Makers. It's all right. On Channel 4. And the thing is, what I found quite interesting on that is that a lot of other cake makers gave her a lot of hate. But she didn't really care. She just carried on. And I think that people gave her hate because she was young.
And beautiful, pretty, vivacious.
Exactly. And she can make a cracking cake. Her skills, her cake making skills are just amazing. And since Extreme Cake Makers, she's then obviously got a following, and she has a product business as well. So she does the
Can I interject?
Yeah.
Her bakery burnt down as well, didn't it?
It did. So she had her bakery beneath her mum and dad's house.
Yeah.
And her dad, anyone who's our age will know her dad, Ted Robbins.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I don't think that's just because she had a famous dad. I don't think that's had anything to do. Or it hasn't. This has had nothing to do with it. But yeah, so her bakery was beneath her mum and dad's house, and her mum and dad's house burnt down because they had a fire. They had a house fire. So she lost her bakery, and they lost their home on top of that. So then she rebuilt her bakery, and she rebuilt her business, and she had a unit. And I think she then bought the house that they all live in because there was something wrong with the insurance, and they didn't get a lot of insurance money. I think she said.
I can't remember, but I know we did a podcast with her and she told us all about it.
Yeah, so she was on episode 39. 39.
Yeah. Wow.
Episode 39.
And we were so excited to get her. We were like, Molly Robbins.
And she sat in her loft drinking gin.
Was it gin? I thought it was a bottle of beer. It was beer.
Yeah. So she then helped, and I think her mum now works with her, or works for her. She now has a shop in, is it Rawlingston? That direction. But she's got her product business, so she's got the Creature Creator, the mini Creature Creators, which are like moulds. Yeah. So you just bake your cake in the shape of a creature, and then you can make it into whichever creature you want. Fast Figures, which are like little, what are they called? The skeletons. They're not. What's that name?
I don't know.
Like the inside of a figure, you can then build the figure on it out of fondant.
No.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
She's got airbrush colours.
She has, hasn't she? And they always sell out.
Yeah. She's got airbrush colours. She's got online courses. She's got online sales. But she's still in her business every week making cakes. Yeah. Which is amazing.
Did you see the one that she made?
With the man and the woman, the old couple. Yeah. Go and look at her recent Instagram. An old couple, brilliant. That's what my tits look like. And then on top of that, but I think the thing that I love about her is that she has this following of younger girls, and she's encouraging them to be vivacious and charismatic
and just go for it.
So she's got this whole following of youngsters. She was even on Blue Peter.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so in the last few days for Pancake Day, again, go back and look on her Instagram, which is Molly Makes Cakes. Yeah. And there is a clip of her on, I mean, I didn't even know Blue Peter still existed, but she was on Blue Peter teaching them how to make pancakes with faces of pancakes.
Yeah, I'm going in now to have a look.
She was showing them how to do the Blue Peter dog face in a pancake, and she's just so easy, and it's just like, you know, she wants to help people. She wants people to be able to make cakes, and I think that's what I love, is that she encourages other people to just get out and do it. Yeah,
I can see it.
Yeah, on Instagram.
What the heck?
Yeah, she's on Blue Peter.
What? I'm going to love that. Wow. Wow, what an honour.
And it's just the fact that she has no airs and graces. She's not being snobby about it. She's just like, right, I've made this thing that you can also make these wonderful creature cakes, and it's not that hard because I'm going to make it easier for you. And do you know what I mean? It's that just making it easy for people and making home bakers be able to just get on with it and find their joy in baking. So
put my phone down because I got sucked in. I was like, oh, look at her, she's on Blue Peter.
Blue Peter.
Did she have a badge on? I've got to go and look.
I don't know. Yeah.
Has she got a badge?
If she didn't get a Blue Peter badge, I would complain wholeheartedly.
Where's her post?
She must have a Blue
Peter. Oh, she's got one on her apron. Yes. I just got a Blue Peter apron on.
So anyone that's not in the UK and has never seen Blue Peter, it's iconic. It's an iconic kids programme that we all grew up with. So yeah, Molly Robbins, I think she's lovely. She's a lovely girl. She's beautiful. She's talented. and she just wants everyone to be able to bake well.
Yeah. Love it.
Yeah.
Okay. So this one's just going to be a short one, and then my last one I'm going to save for Patreon. Okay. So this lady has actually died. She died in 2021, but
she was amazing.
Yeah. Fuck me, she was amazing.
Yeah.
So
I'm going to have to put explicit on this one, aren't I? That's the second time you've done the F-bomb.
No, I think it's about 3 or 4.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Fuck. Okay, so she was the Queen of Cakes. She died at the age of 91 in 2021. And her name is Sylvia Weinstock. So she was this little old lady with grey hair who wore the biggest black rimmed glasses, and my god, she was phenomenal.
She was like a style icon, wasn't she?
Yeah, and she made cakes for Mariah Carey. Do you know what? I knew I'd do this. I can't remember because I didn't write this down.
Oh,
she's made.
So you've got notes coming out your bum. Go on.
She's made so many cakes for so many famous people.
Yeah.
So she only worked with buttercream. But she would make these phenomenal sugar flowers that she would put on these cakes. Absolutely amazing. She was a school teacher until she was 50. She survived breast cancer, and she only took up baking when she went on a ski trip in 1975.
Wow.
She didn't like skiing, so she learnt to bake instead while she was on the holiday. And that... I recommend you go and look at some of her cakes online because they're phenomenal. And I've watched her on various cake programs. So
she didn't start till she was in her 50s?
No.
See, I love that because I know that I think we get to our age and we kind of think that life's passed us by a little bit and we've missed the boat and it's all the bright young things that are doing it and we're not gorgeous enough and young enough.
Well, she was working until she was... I think she stopped in something like 2018 to look after her husband who sadly passed away for a while, and then she started teaching people as opposed to making the cakes.
It's just nuts, isn't it?
So she was working right up until the end, I think.
But 50's it's like the second part of your life, isn't it?
Yeah, that's our age.
You're just starting, mate. You just start. Isn't it like there's someone? It wasn't. Oh gosh, who was in? Oh, Shawshank Redemption. Who's the guy that's in Shawshank Redemption?
Tom Hanks.
No,
he's
Green
not
Mile.
in that.
That was Green. Whoever's in the Shawshank Redemption, I have a feeling he didn't make it till he was in his 50s.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a good movie, isn't it?
It is a good movie. The Green Mile's a good movie too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd probably watch the Green Mile over the Shawshank Redemption, but you know.
Yeah, I'd be quite happy to watch both back to back on my sofa with chocolates, popcorn, and waffles. Yeah.
But life begins at 50. So does menopause.
So, shall I give you another quote?
Oh, go on. Finish with a quote. Let's finish with a quote.
There is something so special about a woman who dominates a man's world. It takes a certain grace, strength, intelligence, fearlessness, and the nerve to take no for an answer.
Right, and on that note, we're going to say goodbye.
Yeah. Head on over to Patreon to see us over there. Ba-boo, ba-boo.
So Sammie has got more wonderful women. We've got a product of the week and a top tip over on Patreon.
Yeah. But don't forget, girls and boys, you're all amazing. You've got this. And we love you.
We do love you. We do love you. Thanks for being here today. You're not going to do your bubble buys?
Oh, sorry. I was thinking about something. I heard an acronym. Oh, can you say it for me, please?
Acronym?
Yeah, for bitch.
Oh.
And I was trying to remember it. Because it's something like beautiful, independent, tireless, and I can't remember the last two, honest. but I can't
It's just the
remember
C. Courageous? Should we go with courageous?
Yeah, courageous. So you're all bitches.
Yeah, you're all bitches. Yeah. Right, okay. That was worth waiting for, actually. That was worth going, is she going to say anything or is she just gone to sleep?
So, to all our listeners, ba 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 ba.